Today I am doing a little video on the knife tool and the eraser tool and just give you a rough idea of what these do and what they don't do. Okay, so first up is the knife tool, and this is very handy if you want to take pieces out of a design that are not easily erased. You will see what I mean in a minute. So to use the knife tool, I've got here an empty shape and I'm just going to chop where it intersects on that black line is going to be where it chops, and then I'm going to do it there. Now I'm going to go to my selection tool, and when I click on this piece, I can remove it. So the difference between an eraser and a knife is that the eraser will rub something out and you wouldn't have this piece. This you can use for something else. I mean, maybe you want both pieces, but you just need them to be separate. And you'll notice that this is now an open path and it would not be possible to fill it with a colour. So I'm going to undo that. There we go, got my shape back again. Now I'm going to go up to the eraser. The eraser has two different versions. It has a circle eraser and a square one. And you can put the size up or down as you wish. You can keep closed paths, okay, or you can choose not to keep closed paths. And that will just depend on what you want to do at the end of the day. It just depends on that. So if I've got my circle one, I'm going to erase here. Now this is now an open path, and that is why the colour disappears. It no longer has a shape all the way around it to contain the colour. That is why I always have my preferences set to never fill open paths. If you end up with an open path, you can't join it onto something else so easily. If you've got a closed path, you can overlap them and combine the two. With an open path and a closed path, you can't do it. So it will erase things, pretty obvious for an eraser. However, there is an exception to this. Now I'm going to go to my file and I'm going to place an image. So I'm going to get one out of my document somewhere. So this is something that I drew in Procreate. It's a PNG, which means it's drawn on a transparent background. Okay, so this is an image. It's not a cut file. Okay, it doesn't have any cut lines on it. I've just placed it there like a photograph, a picture of any sort. No cut lines at all. I can trace it if I want to, but that's not what I'm doing at the moment. But if I was to take my eraser and erase this, it doesn't have any effect because the eraser is only going to affect things which Shortcut Slot has made, and it didn't make this.